would be surprised if they do. Pardon me. Pardon me.
As humans, we are meant to make mistakes. It's just part of being imperfect beings getting through life. However, when those mistakes happen to be recorded on live TV, they tend to become more than just simple blunders. Let's get into the video and take a look at the 50 most embarrassing things that happened on live TV. Number 1. What's so funny? A Pakistani news reporter was covering a very serious topic, a landslide. During the live report, the reporter asked a man on the street for his thoughts on the situation. However, the man couldn't stop laughing, even though the topic was very sensitive and serious. Yes, this guy is, in fact, the clown of the town. Number 2. Give that man a raise. An NBC reporter, Ethan Forhetz, had a priceless on-air moment when he saw a police sketch of a suspect that looked straight out of a cartoon. The sketch was so basic, it could have been drawn by a kid. Forhetz's reaction was golden. He stared at the screen, smirked at the camera, and let out a giggle, calling the resemblance uncanny when the suspect's real photo appeared next to the sketch. Turns out this simple drawing actually helped catch the suspect. Number 3. Artichoke or real choke? Leslie Horton brought her homemade holiday artichoke dip to work, expecting to spread some festive cheer. Instead, she spread chaos with a dip that tasted like it had taken a bath in vinegar. First up to taste the disaster was meteorologist Jordan Witzel, who nearly lost his lunch on live TV. He gagged and mentioned the overwhelming vinegar taste, which Horton swore she hadn't added. Then, anchors Amber Schinkel and Scott Fee decided to take a bite. Later, Horton cracked the case wide open. It turns out she used oranges instead of lemons, and they reacted with some spices she added, making the dip taste like a pickle party. Number 4. Can't be still. This sick man finds himself in a situation so hilarious that keeping a straight face becomes mission impossible. Number 5. Singing show. So this guy showed up at a singing show, but there wasn't much singing going on. It was actually pretty funny, but hey, he gets 10 points for confidence. Even the judges couldn't stop laughing. Number 6. Happy man. You know, some people might not have the skill, but they're definitely entertainers. Take this guy, for example. He can't sing, but he's got that happy-go-lucky vibe going on. What would you do if you were the judge? Number 7, yoga. Okay, so this was some interview with a yoga master. It's so funny when the reporter starts laughing during the interview. He just looks away into the distance, patiently waiting for her to stop laughing. He's a true master of composure. Number 8, apparently. This kid had everyone cracking up with his adorable antics. He kept saying, apparently, like it was his new favorite word, describing how apparently you get dizzy every time on the ride.
Because apparently you're spinning around and apparently every time you get dizzy.
His whole vibe was just pure comedy gold and a bit embarrassing for his parents. Number 9. Sorry, Mom. In the video, reporter Reagan is conducting an interview with a suspect involved in a burglary and police chase. The suspect, sitting calmly in a police car, is asked by Reagan if he has anything to say to his mom or anyone else. In a surprisingly nonchalant manner, the suspect replies, "My bad, Mom, my bad." He casually mentions that he'll be back home in a couple of days. Number 10. Sammy DiDonato. Sammy locks eyes with the camera and refuses to blink, sending viewers into fits of laughter and disbelief. The video spreads faster than gossip at a family reunion, racking up millions of views on YouTube and landing Sammy in the headlines everywhere. Number 11. Fire alarm. This lady's got some serious sass. Her words during the interview are pure gold. She's not holding back one bit. Can you imagine waking up to flames in your own apartment complex in Tulsa, Oklahoma? Talk about a wake-up call.
Oh, girl, it's cold outside. She said, something ain't right. I said, oh, man.
Number 12. Jordan Witzel. Instead of saying the correct activity, he accidentally referred to swinging. His mix-up left everyone watching in stitches as he quickly realized his blunder and tried to recover with a laugh. Number 13. Australian TV. The hosts could barely keep it together when they came back on air. This blooper is now a legendary moment in live TV history. If you ever need a laugh, just remember Deb Knight and that mischievous comment.
Get out of my pants!
Number 14. Mistake. It was just another typical morning on live TV with anchors JJ and Sean, or so they thought. The show kicked off with guest John Jankowski, a local business owner from Las Vegas, when a hilarious blunder struck. The opening logo graphic appeared sideways. For such a big production, This tiny mistake was pretty embarrassing. Number 15, we got some beef. A hilariously awkward moment where she exclaimed, "I still got a mouthful of beef." Phil couldn't handle it. He broke down in laughter, and the whole scene quickly turned into a comedy show.
I've still got a mouthful of beef.
Number 16, laughing riot. It all started off pretty normal, with Gino sharing some pasta tips, but then he casually slipped in the phrase, and Holly just lost it. She burst into laughter, and it was like a domino effect. Everyone in the studio caught the giggles too.
Don't do that.
You know? Number 17, Appleman. In May 2006, the BBC accidentally interviewed Guy Gomer live on air instead of tech expert Guy Cuny. Gomer, there for a job interview, ended up discussing Apple's iTunes and a court case with BBC's Karen Bowerman. Number 18, famous one. Back in 2017, Professor Robert Kelly's BBC interview on South Korean politics turned into a full-blown family affair. Just as he dove into serious stuff, his kids, Marion and James, stormed in like mini hurricanes. Marion strutted up to her dad's desk while James zoomed in on a swivel chair, effortlessly stealing the spotlight. Despite the surprise invasion, Kelly kept his cool and powered through like a total pro. The BBC crew smelled comedy gold and kept the cameras rolling. The clip blew up on social media, making Marion an instant meme queen and sparking a debate about Kelly's wife, Jung-ah Kim. Some mistook her for the nanny. Number 19, bow ties or bow ties. One presenter unexpectedly says, "I like bow ties." It's not clear what they meant, and there's a bit of awkward silence. Then another presenter tries to lighten the mood by saying, "You look like a present."
Yeah, it looked like a birthday present and all that.
And then the first one says something very awkward. It's a bit embarrassing because it feels like they're poking fun at the first presenter. Number 20, what? This was like watching a comedy sketch where nobody quite knew their lines. But hey, at least it kept things entertaining. Number 21, sorry. Imagine you're on live TV, the spotlight shining, and suddenly you go completely blank on why you're even there. Was the guy stoned? Did he think he was auditioning for a stand-up routine instead of an interview? Number 22, chaos. In a live TV moment, the weatherman completely loses it and can't stop laughing. His laughter becomes so crazy that he even falls on the floor, doubling over with amusement. Number 23, Bob Gregory. Imagine Bob Gregory on live TV, bursting into laughter multiple times. What set him off? Well, he accidentally mixed up air mass and mare's ass during his show. Number 24, iconic laugh. Remember El Recetas and his iconic laugh? You've probably seen that clip a million times on your feed or YouTube. Back then, though, it was more awkward than funny because nobody could figure out why he was cracking up so badly. Number 25, Kanye. The whole night revolved around Taylor Swift winning Best Female Video for You Belong With Me. But just as Taylor began her acceptance speech, Kanye West barged in, proclaiming Beyoncé should have won instead. Imagine being Kanye. How embarrassing. Number 26, whoops. Liberty Chan's white dress blended into the green screen weather map, projecting temperatures on her outfit. Seeing the mishap, her co-anchor Chris Burrus swooped in, offering his suit jacket as a quick fix. Chan, now in the oversized jacket, joked about looking like a detective from a 70s show. Number 27, oh no! Canadian reporter Kent Mulgat was on a mission during a live interview. He was hot on the trail of an attorney who was dodging questions left and right. But then, out of the blue, Mulgat walked smack into a metal pole. Now that's awkward. Number 28, nuts. This has to be one of the grossest things we've ever seen a TV news anchor do. Scott Haney, the weatherman for Hartford's CBS affiliate WFSB, scooped up some food-like crumbs from the studio floor and without hesitation ate them on live TV. Why? He thought they were leftover grape nuts. Several seconds into munching, Haney realized something was off. The crumbs smelled like dog poop and tasted even worse. Later, during another on-air report, a half-giddy, half-horrified Haney admitted to viewers that he had actually eaten his own cat's vomit off the bottom of his shoe. To top it all off, he even tweeted the incident for the whole world to know. Talk about an embarrassing and stomach-turning live TV moment. Number 29. Olympic bobsledder. A British bobsledder's powerful push at the start of a race proved too much for her uniform. The back of her outfit gave way spectacularly, tearing in a manner that would earn a nod of approval from Johnny Knoxville. Despite the wardrobe malfunction, the athlete didn't miss a beat. Her focus and determination were unwavering as she launched herself down the icy track, embodying the true spirit of competitive sportsmanship. Number 30. Shit. Imagine the stress of being a news anchor where every word you say is broadcast live to the world. You need to constantly avoid verbal slip-ups that could turn your serious broadcast into a viral YouTube clip. Consider the case of announcing the funeral of Officer Deirdre Mengadot. The emotional weight of this announcement, combined with the tricky pronunciation of her name, led to a spectacular on-air blunder. Number 31. Cybertruck. Elon Musk's Cybertruck reveal was like a roller coaster of highs and lows. The truck's super angular design got roasted right off the bat. It looked straight out of an old-school video game from the N64 era, and not in a good way. But wait, there's more! Musk was all hyped about the Cybertruck's tough Tesla armor glass. He even brought out a stage demo to show off its bulletproof vibes. Here's where it gets hilarious. First swing with a metal ball, and bam! The windows cracked. Musk, ever the showman, tried again with the rear window, and guess what? Same story, different window. Despite the epic fail, Musk didn't sweat it. He just shrugged it off, leaving everyone feeling embarrassed for him. Number 32. TikTok. Back in 2010, Kesha's smash hit TikTok was everywhere you turned. It was like the earworm that just wouldn't quit. The song catapulted Kesha into the stratosphere of fame, landing her invites to all the glitzy A-list events. One such occasion was a red carpet bash, where she crossed paths with comedy legend Jerry Seinfeld. Bursting with enthusiasm, Kesha approached Seinfeld and asked for a hug. Here's where it gets awkward. Seinfeld, blissfully unaware of Kesha's chart-topping anthem, looked genuinely puzzled and politely declined the hug. He even made a quick exit, later admitting in an interview that he had no clue who she was. Number 33. Miss Universe. Being crowned Miss Universe is a dream for countless girls across the globe. Each year, the American-based Miss Universe organization hosts this prestigious international beauty pageant, drawing in a global audience of 500 million viewers from over 190 countries. In 2015, this was rather an embarrassment when Steve Harvey mistakenly announced Miss Colombia as the winner. The rightful title belonged to Miss Philippines. The mix-up left Miss Colombia in a moment of painful embarrassment and disappointment. Number 34. Kendall. In 2014, Kendall Jenner took the stage at the Billboard Music Awards with one simple task: announce the winner. But as she stood there, it was clear the nerves were kicking in. Supposed to declare 5 seconds of summer as the victors, she nearly let slip One Direction instead. Caught in the moment, she paused mid-word after saying one, and with a nervous laugh, she confessed, "Guys, I'm the worst reader." Number 35. Tumble. At the 2013 Oscars, Jennifer Lawrence was all set to gracefully ascend the stairs and collect her Best Actress award for Silver Linings Playbook. But then, out of nowhere, gravity decided to play a prank, and down she tumbled. She laughed off the stumble, turning what could have been an embarrassing moment into a charming display of relatability. Who knew that accepting an Oscar could come with such unexpected twists and turns? Number 36. That's My Sister. During the Minnesota Gophers men's hockey game against Michigan on Feb. 14, 2014, at Mariucci Arena in Minneapolis, one fan was ready for his close-up. As the kiss cam scanned the crowd, it landed on a pair of spectators who were not quite what they seemed. With perfect timing, the guy pulled out a sign, revealing that My Sister was diffusing any potential awkwardness and earning a roar of laughter from the crowd. Number 37. Oops. It was a lively game night, and the stadium buzzed as the kiss cam made its rounds. Couples were smooching left and right, the crowd cheering each peck. Then the camera zoomed in on a young couple. The girl, grinning, leaned in for the kiss. But her boyfriend? He froze, completely, like a deer in headlights. Number 38. Fart. Julianne Howe was charming the audience on live TV when mid-sentence, she accidentally let out a fart. Eyes wide, She paused but quickly decided to keep talking, trying to ignore it. The audience went silent for a moment, then burst into laughter. Number 39. Awkward. During a live TV segment, Richard Arnold accidentally let out a fart. Susanna Reid, his co-host, tried to keep her composure but quickly failed. Unable to stop laughing, she dissolved into giggles while Richard attempted to continue speaking, his face turning red. Number 40. Thank you. Only Michael Jackson could turn a birthday cake into a full-blown awards show, and the best part? It played out live on TV, a deliciously awkward spectacle. At the 2002 MTV Video Music Awards, Britney Spears stepped up to present MJ with a cake. Little did she know, she was about to witness the king of pop turn a sweet gesture into a mini Oscars speech. It was the kind of moment that made you wonder if Jackson was planning to thank his agent and his dog next. Number 41. Confusion. People are only human, and mistaking one person for another can happen to anyone. But when it occurs live on television, the cringe factor hits a whole new level. In a memorable interview, reporter Sam Rubin mixed up Samuel L. Jackson with Lawrence Fishburne. The awkward exchange was captured for posterity, ensuring it's replayed endlessly on the internet. It's a classic case of mistaken identity that shows that even seasoned reporters can stumble when faced with Hollywood's lookalikes. Number 42. Snoozing. An ESPN writer found himself in the spotlight after accusations surfaced that he nodded off during a live TV appearance. Brian Windhorst was deep in conversation with ESPN anchor Carrie Champion when eagle-eyed viewers speculated he might have dozed off. Despite Champion finishing her question, Windhorst remained focused on his phone. Quick to set the record straight, Windhorst swiftly debunked the sleepy rumors, explaining he was simply engrossed in his phone. Number 43. Come on. In a cringe-worthy moment back in 2009, viewers collectively winced as Ryan Seacrest attempted to high-five a blind contestant. Smooth move, Seacrest. To add to the awkwardness, he followed up by pretending he knew he had to inform the participant about the high five. Bravo, Ryan, bravo. Because nothing says, I'm totally cool with this mishap like a graceful recovery. Number 44. Cheese. In 2012, Martin Short brightened up the Today Show set with his trademark humor while promoting Madagascar 3. The mood was light and jovial as he chatted with Kathy Lee Gifford and Hoda Kotb about his family, until Kathy Lee steered the interview into unexpected turbulence. Kathy Lee asked about Martin's marriage to Nancy Dolman, clearly missing the memo that Nancy had passed away from ovarian cancer 2 years prior. Short ever, the gentleman gracefully took on the awkward and embarrassing moment without correcting her on live TV. Behind his smile, though, you could almost feel his heartbreak. Number 45. Night. Saturday Night Live has had its fair share of crazy live moments, but perhaps none as controversial as Sinead O'Connor's appearance in 1992. As the musical guest, O'Connor turned a performance into a protest, delivering a powerful rendition of Bob Marley's War a Cappella. Holding up a photo of Pope John Paul II, she tore it to shreds on live television, urging viewers to fight the real enemy amidst allegations of sexual abuse within the Catholic Church. Number 46. I Quit. Charlotte Green, when she left her role as a reporter for KTVA News, probably made the most embarrassing resignation. After covering a story about the Alaska Cannabis Club, she stunned everyone by announcing that she was the club's owner and declaring her intent to focus on legalizing marijuana instead of journalism. Instead of the usual 2 weeks' notice, she spoke her mind right then and there. It was a moment that definitely made headlines, but for all the wrong reasons. Number 47. Fail high five. In a slightly cringe-worthy moment, Jeremy Corbyn tried to give Emily Thornberry a high five, but it ended up being a big awkward fail. Number 48. In your face. During a live TV broadcast from Manhattan, NFL Network's reporter Ian Rappaport turned around to high-five some fans, but ended up giving one guy an I-5 instead. Number 49. Accident. During Super Bowl 38 in 2004, Justin Timberlake and Janet Jackson were in the middle of performing Justin's hit Rock Your Body when they planned their final dance move. Justin pulled off a piece of Janet's costume, revealing her full breasts. Lasting less than a second on TV, the incident went down in history as the worst wardrobe malfunction. Number 50, no care. During a telethon aimed at aiding Hurricane Katrina victims in 2005, Kanye West went completely off script. Expressing frustration over the federal government's response, he said George Bush didn't care about black people directly into the camera. Chris Tucker, the comedian scheduled to perform next, had a priceless reaction to West's bold statement. And yes, it was embarrassing. Thanks for joining us on this crazy ride through some of the most cringe-worthy and hilarious moments in live TV history. If you had a good laugh or cringed a bit or a lot, make sure to give us a thumbs up, share this with your friends, and hit that subscribe button for more fun content like this. And hey, if you've got your own favorite live TV blooper, drop it in the comments below. I am all ears. Until next time, keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep watching.